All right, everybody, welcome to episode number 37. And we find ourselves in a very, very nice spot. The Rock is giving us a ton of money through merchandise, as is Hulk Hogan, although it's not particularly close. What we're going to do is we're going to hire some more people. That's right. And the express purpose is their popularity. So if Rock is in the 90s and he can give us hundreds of thousands of dollars, why can't someone like, oh, I don't know, Mick Foley? 1060. We'll take that. And he's at an 85. That's good. Mike Awesome. Mil Mascaris. Randy Savage might be a guy we look to bring in. Randy Savage. He's at an 80. He can be had for $700. Sure. And then Kevin Nash was a 75. So we'll bring in Nash too. We'll 500. Just have him do the one appearance, and then we go away. Unless we could talk to Nash. You want to come out of retirement? No, he's not willing to. Mick Foley, are you willing to come out of retirement? He is not willing to come out of retirement. I'm assuming it's because they're... Oh, he's not as bad as Rock. I don't know how that's even remotely possible, but I guess it is. Brett's at an 80. We could do that. Let's bring in Brett. We'll go 600 on Brett. And that should be 630. All right, cool. And the goal for those guys is we're just going to use you, and then you're going to sit in the background collecting me some merchandise payments. All right, here we go. Weekly event number 80, held in front of 628 people. This is going to be the first time we are on DirecTV. We've only got 2 matches tonight. It is probably, it's one of those early TNA things where it's like $5 to watch. Ron Killings versus The Miz have a promo. They then go out and have a match 45. Okay, we got to do better than that if we're going to please the network. John Cena and Nigel McGuinness come out and have a promo, and then they come out. They also have a 45 match, a 49. Oh, okay. That's not what we needed to see. That's not a great way to start. Oh, we get 3 now? Oh, hell yeah. Alright. We're gonna focus on these guys. Bing, bing, bing. Financial report. Oh my god, we made $28,000. Okay, well, I'm not worried about that anymore. Great Lakes, Midwest, New England, Tri-State, Puerto Rico, and Hawaii all went up tremendously. Yeah, DirecTV was unhappy. We got to work on that. 42,000 viewers. Buy rate is very, very good. All right, here we are, weekly event number 81 in front of 674 people. We have Maven getting ready for his qualifying match for the Gauntlet for the Gold. And then in walks Mick Foley, making his debut with the company. He hypes up Maven, and Maven then proceeds to go out and defeats Michael Shane, a 14:31. That's how long the match was, a 49 segment rating. We then followed up with Bobby Roode going into the ring, and out comes Kevin Nash, who looked poor. A 62 rating. They then go out and have the that's a match. Bret Hart comes out. CM Punk is cutting a promo talking about the Gauntlet for the Gold. In walks Bret Hart. That's the end of that promo. Oh my god. Oh, you show up here worse because your live event is worse. God damn it. CM Punk. Monty Brown. Michael Shane. Okay, we need to work better on this. We still made $26,000. Popularity, a bunch more went up. 20, 20, 13, 13, 36, 18. All right, I need to not piss off DirecTV. I don't know. Ric Flair hasn't really done anything here. He's leaving is what he's doing. Okay, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go to DirecTV. I'm gonna negotiate and I'm going to adjust the time slot. I'm gonna move it to Graveyard. It's not preferable, but that'll be easier to meet, and that'll prevent us from pissing them off. 53,000. We'll see how that does. So we made 26,000 on pay-per-views before that point. Now we're heading into Genesis, and I do not want to piss them off. And I also brought in everybody else, and we'll see how that affects our merchandise. All right, we're here on Sunday. Just in time. All right, here's what I got in mind. I'm gonna randomize it. That's the order this is gonna happen. All right, Punk's coming in last. Okay, that's good to know. We start with Cena and Rude, and we work our way from. All right, here we are at the beginning of Genesis. We've got Randy Savage out there with the 79 promo just debuting. We have Cena versus Bobby Roode, the first match. Cena beats Roode. Maven then comes out. Cena beats Maven. Sting comes out, hits him with a reverse DDT, knocks out Cena. Then you get Sting and Jeff Jarrett. They come in. This one is a bit longer of a match. Jeff Jarrett pins Sting after 15 minutes, and then Jeff Jarrett defeats CM Punk in 20 minutes to become the new champion. He comes down, he celebrates with Planet Jarrett. About a 52, 53 setting there. We're going to give Sting, Cena, and CM Punk some of the credit here. Now we're going to see how much money we actually made out of this. I think it should be a fair amount. About $37,000. We can't be too mad about that. We got some popularity, only about 3 places gained anything, but I'd say that was an overall good pay-per-view. Made a lot of money. All right, here we are for the first show of TNA Explosion on the Sinclair Broadcast Network, held in front of 310 people. Jason Cross took on Amazing Red for the very first official instance of a TNA TV show. A 49 match rating as Amazing Red defeats Jason Cross. We follow that up with a Planet Jarrett promo talking about the main event, talking about Jarrett and being the new champion. AMW going to get a title shot at Lockdown in the future. And essentially putting over the main event, putting down Punk. We follow that up with Elix Skipper versus Chris Sabin, a 47 match rating. And then we follow that up with the Haas Brothers and CM Punk having a promo talking about the main event, talking about Jarrett beating him for the title. We then go ahead for the main event, at which point CM Punk pins Chris Harris and wins the match for his ensemble team, a 53 match rating, and we end the show with a 52. Financial report, we made $1,200 out of that, and we lost $3,000. And Puerto Rico gained 1 point. Oh boy. All right, here we go. TNA Explosion number 2. It held in front of 368 people. AJ Styles and The Miz have the X Division Open Challenge promo. Although, actually, no, there's not the champion anymore. The Miz comes out, starts cutting a promo. Styles comes out, challenges him to a match. They have a 60 rated match. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. Dwayne comes by. Oh god, I have Larry Sweeney and Ron Simmons. Okay, I forgot to change that. We have the Dark Knights and Haas Brothers. Okay, that the Rock promo was he comes out. He's essentially the on-screen authority figure, and he says, "At Lethal Lockdown, there will be the At Lockdown, there'll be the Lethal Lockdown match where it'll be 4 people versus 4 people, kind of War Games rule." And he said that it will be Planet Jarrett against CM Punk and whatever team he decides. The Haas Brothers win a tag team match here against the Dark Knights. 45 segment rating. Kevin Cena and Ron Killings have a pretty good promo against each other. Then they go out and they have a pretty good match, and they have great chemistry. And that ends the show with a 52. And we lost $2,400. Broadcast revenue has gone up a little bit. Only Puerto Rico. That seems odd. Hold up. Something doesn't seem right. Oh, no, we are. Okay, we are showing everywhere. Why are we only getting popularity in Puerto Rico is what I don't understand. That seems a little odd, but I digress. And that should take us to the end of the month, I think, because I think the first day of the new month is a show. But we'll see. I'll pause and I'll sim to the end of the month, and if there is, we'll do it, and if there's not, then that'll probably be it. So give me 1 minute. All right, so it turned out there was one show left. We start off the final show of the month with a 65 promo by Jimmy Raven MVP. That's followed up with a Chris Hero Austin Aries match that got a 53. Imagine what that would have been without the big rusty modifier. Following that up with a Dwayne Johnson Jeff Jarrett promo. Jeff Jarrett walks in. Uh, Dwayne's in the background. He's seen, dealing with people because he's seen as the authority figure, the Jim Cornette or, the general manager of Raw, whatever. And Jarrett comes in and, he's pissed because he's like, oh, you can't do that. You can't put me into a giant ass cage match. You can't do war games. We're not WCW. And Dwayne goes, well, suck it up, bitch, and walks away. We then have a tag team match with MVP and Jimmy Rave taking on Air Paris and Chris Sabin, just kind of mishmashing people together. As you can tell, the commentary gave us a boost. That's because I switched out the commentary team, so the right commentary team is in charge. We then follow that up with, oh my god, a phenomenal CM Punk John Cena promo, where Cena's in the background watching the show. He's pissed because he's not booked. He's pissed because he, you know, lost to Sting. He's just not having a great time. Along with that, in comes CM Punk, and who asks him to join his team for Lockdown. Cena tells him he'll think about it, and that's the promo. We then end off with the X Division Championship title match, which Ron Killings wins a 42. We got a 51. And again, Puerto Rico loves us. Uh, Puerto Rico, big fan. That's the only place that's getting any popularity, and I don't know why that is the case. Oh, Kevin Nash walks out on TNA. Hogan hands in his notice. God, people are pissed. All right. Batista. So you see, I did offer a contract to Batista because apparently WWE never used him because he's got no popularity. But his charisma is all good. He's got phenomenal brawling. His psychology is great. And I was like, oh, I could 100% get him to do something. So I made an offer. And WWE matched it. And yes, I do actually have plans for Batista. Uh, I think this would also be really cool if I was able to poach somebody out of there. Also, I'm surprised Kevin Nash. Yeah, he found he didn't like being in here. That's his fucking problem, not mine. All right, so if you lose the $90,000 we got from the pay per view, we still made a ton of money, and that's because of The Rock. If you took The Rock away from us, I don't know what we'd do. I'd be very sad. Size, everything's the same. Ticket prices are the same. Merchandise is the same. And we have a contract offer out for Batista, and that's where we're gonna end it off. We don't really have anything else to do. We have to do the TV shows. The constant pay-per-views aren't working. Uh, they have built in stuff to slowly diminish that. I didn't know that was even a thing. But I mean, it makes sense because if you're just constantly doing events, I guess it makes sense. But if you made it clear, like, hold up, if I go pay-per-view overuse, is that gonna come up? No. I go pay-per-view. Do I have to put PPP or PPV? Yep. All right. PPV rating unit. Yeah, there's nothing here. Nothing that I want, anyway. So we're gonna leave that off here. I've also been thinking about making a broadcaster, going with a commercial or maybe a subscription of some kind. If we went with Tiny, we'd be losing $3,000 a month on subscriptions at present. If we went very small, it'd be 10,000. If we went small, it'd be 21,000. But I just kind of wanted to make something that would allow me to showcase in Hawaii, so I could actually like get something for that. But it's not worth it. So what I am going to do is I'm going to end it off here. Have a good night. I hope to see you again for the next episode. Bye bye.